Meet Mr. Fidelix Bigman, a Nigerian entrepreneur who is building a multi-million shoe company.
Nobody does business that is new that will say you can never be hungry. Yes, it's quite a business that when you do, if you sell out one, even though you are not sure of feeding the family, you are sure of at least fending for yourself. Then when you now sell to, can you cooperate with other people and feed them? But it's quite a lucrative business. It pays.
He started from 9-to-5 job to owning one of the biggest shoe company in Nigeria.
School did well in just giving us theoretical knowledge of life. And then they will promise us to make first class and people will employ us. But they never told us to learn to graduate and employ people. That's where they have their lapses, I'm telling you now. So in such system, everything is porous.
In this video, we are going to be meeting with him to share his story on how he started and his experiences so far. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's David Oguchi here. There have been so many controversies online about Nigerian made shoe and foreign made shoe. So today we are going to be meeting with an entrepreneur who has been in this business of shoemaking to answer most of all these questions that have been trending online. So stay tuned and make sure you watch this video to the end.
My name is Fidelix Bigman, the director of Bigman Enterprise and the privileged director of Bigman Shoes, where we found ourselves. This is a subsidiary of Bigman Enterprise.
That means you have another company elsewhere?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. We are a general contractor. We supply materials to enterprises like Watersmith Petroleum PLC, located in Imo State. Though there are branches of the company in Port Harcourt and in Lagos State. But for now, we are officially tackling the needs of the Watersmith Petroleum Company located in Imo State. In as much as we also run this Bigman shoe business. We also have other enterprises we also embark on, which are running now. One is located in Omobalo in Abia State. It's still part of Bigman shoes, but an enlarged area. You know, here we mainly deal with students. There we tackle old women, men, broken legs, whatsoever that needs to do with shoes and fashion. That's their main base. So here is just for serving students. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, sir. Can you tell us how everything started?
It's quite a long story, but I'll make it short. Born in Imo State, Ohajeme local government area precisely. Had my primary school in one government primary school called Central School Awara, and secondary school, community secondary school Awara, where I wrote my WAEC in SS2, but favor bellowed on me, successful. I remembered making my mathematics A1, physics A1, chemistry A1, biology A1, but English F9, agriculture and other subjects became unsuccessful. So when I applied for admission in the University of Nigeria, Soka, they said they will admit me on one condition, because I'm an expert in sciences, even though my English is F9. Till today. And they gave me admission to study for chemistry.
Wow.
So my year 1, year 2, so successful. In my 3rd year, people came inspiring me to contest for the college president. And at the end, I welcomed the idea and tried it. Young men and women, they brought money and sponsored my campaign. After all said and done, I won the election. And that was 2008. So the 10-year round between 2008 to 2009, I graduated. Then 2010, I was inspired to move and look for something to do. And I went to Port Harcourt. When I went there, the then Christ for All Nation College, headed by Reinhard Bonnke of blessed memory, the evangelist, world well renowned. I taught chemistry physics in Christ for All Nation College, and even handled their JAMB and WAEC students. Within the period, they made excellent marks. Then 2011 was time for my service. And the government said no. The government of the school said no. that they won't have me go anywhere to serve. They will still want me to serve in the school. So they went and convinced NYSC to return me in Port Harcourt, which they did. But upon returning to the university where I graduated from to collect my statement of results, a lot of things went wrong. My statement of results was not issued to me. So that set of NYSC eroded me. It was not easy anyway. Yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I wept. Then 2012, another time for the service again. Okay, well, please, sorry. This had happened June. My name was not shortlisted. Then we are having batch A, batch B, batch C. Yeah. C. Not now that is stream 1, stream 2, stream 3, and the rest of them. No. So batch C, which was September, October, I was shortlisted and successfully I went to receive my result in UNN. It was well prepared with a hot 2-1 rated at 4.38.
Wow.
So I received the results. There's the same Christ for All Nation College. They went as far as walking me back to that school. But their money was eating this time. I wasn't posted there, but I was posted to Adamawa. So when I went to Adamawa State, every day I arrived in Soka, passed in Soka to Benue State, everything changed in my eyes. The people I was seeing there were very tall, wearing janlabias and dagbada and all these up and down clothes, uniform. I look at the vegetation, everywhere was grasses, no more the tall trees the way I used to see in our environment. Everywhere was savanna, desert and everything. Then when I looked at their settlement, so dispersed, I see one building here, I will run so far to meet another building. I found my world so changed. You know that I have to pick my phone and call my parents. I'm heading to a strange environment. Please keep monitoring me, because I really do not know where I am. I was seeing cattle, sheep, animals, no human being to behold. So God being graceful to us, we arrived at Adamawa and went to their NYSC permanent orientation camp in Laponde Chire, in Chimeta Yola. So 3 weeks after the NYSC orientation camp, I was posted to one business and engineering skill training center called Best Center in Ganye, local government of Adamawa State. So there, I served quite usual like others, but initiated some community development projects, which include the water that is still used now in FGC, Ganye. I mean Federal Government College, Ganye. We also sunk one manpower borehole, which they are still using now in Ganye, Kapare precisely. So that earned me the second best serving corps member in Adamawa State. And then they felt like they want to give me a job at their College of Agriculture. I received the appointment letter, but when I called my parents to tell them the newest development, they remember the certain occurrence, the incessant bombing in Adamawa State. Then this was 2011, 2012. Yes. And then they said no, they wouldn't want to lose me, all in the name of having a greener pasture job. So they said I should come back. I shouldn't take the offer. That's how I left Adamawa State. And then when I returned to the East, I'm not forgetting that during this time of service, I worshipped with one church called Disciples of Christ for All Nations. And my pastor then was one Pastor Wycliffe Abraham. He's also from Adamawa State. Then when I was leaving, I was inspired by the Spirit of God in me to leave all I made there to the church. So my bank account, I crippled it and left it for the church. Returned home empty. The only thing that followed me home was the end of the year stipend they normally gave to us, which is 33,000, which Adamawa State government gave to me. So from there, I paid my transport and reached home, bought the bread, and celebrated with the people that came around to welcome me upon arrival home. So 1 week later, after reaching home, I found it wasn't safe to stay in the village. I made a trip to Owerri to go and see how I can succeed there. Only for me to reach there, I was informed that the government of Imo State is advertising for recruitment in their civil service. So me, I used the opportunity and applied to teach chemistry. But when I applied, I said, I can't be idle waiting for these people to shortlist me. But when I was in the secretariat there, I started running around, trying to explore opportunity, what I can do. So I looked down all around. I can't see anybody selling book stationaries like biro, A4 papers, ruler, pencil, envelopes, and the rest of them. I can't see it there. My spirit ministered to me, you can start something like this. That's what I do. So I went to the gate man in the secretariat and asked him, is there any way I can secure a position to do such thing here? Way back as 2011, he said I should pay him 5,000 to give me a land space. And I'm not forgetting that from the 33,000 naira given to me, the only money left in my hand there was 14,000 after the transaction and every other thing. So I paid him instantly. There's an access bank in that secretariat. I went there, withdrew the money, paid him. He showed me a place. So the 14,000 have decreased to 9,000. From that 9,000, I went to a carpenter to build me a table. He charged me 2,800 naira. I paid. The 9,000 have decreased to 6,000 something. So I took risk. It's okay. I'm traveling to Aba with this little balance left. Let me see what I can buy with it. So when I got there, it was not easy anywhere. I picked up a packet of Biro, then selling 420 naira. Okay. Avanti, precisely. I looked at Big, they say it's 500 and something naira. I also got. And at the end of the whole things, I came back with the whole stationaries, envelope, Biro, ruler, paper, whatever, and came and sampled it in the state secretariat. So that was where I was, waiting for a good offer. People coming to buy from me, when they buy, they don't know I'm a graduate, they thought I'm a stark illiterate. When they are writing their application to apply for the same job I applied for, they were making mistakes, I will correct them. Even the officers in the secretariat, when they came, they make mistakes, I will correct them. One person picked interest on me and said, asked me a question on my background. I told her I was a graduate. She said, wow. And that asked me to bring my credentials. I brought it. She followed it up. Eventually, my name was shortlisted. But before this time, something striking happened. The business that started with that 9,000 naira grew and was so strong that it attracted envy and jealousy. The new head of service appointed by name Kalisu Sekenze ordered my shop to be demolished. Now there is no market. It is so. When that market was demolished, I relocated to Abuja. So while I was in Abuja, they phoned me that my name has been shortlisted to become a chemistry teacher in the state government system. So I taught between 2013 to 2017. Then went to the government of Imo State to retire and resign my work because it was not paying me well. So they saw his village people are remoting me, this and that and that. And at the end of the day, I resigned and my admission was possible to study mathematics in Michael Ora University.
Another admission after the first?
Yes! I love mathematics and I cannot bear it. I have to come to study maths.
That means you did 2 undergraduate degrees?
Yes. I did 2 undergraduate programs. One in chemistry in UNN, the other one mathematics in Michael Ora University.
Wow.
Yes. So I am backing 2 degrees with that regard. But that's not the only one. So I am also a chartered manager with Nigerian Institute of Management, which I studied in Modibo Adama University, Yola. Formerly, what do you call it then? Okay, that's the school, that's the name I met it then. But that time it was not the name, but currently it's Modibo Adama University of Technology, Yola. Then I also went to Atiku Abubakar University, where I backed a degree in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. And I also obtained a certificate and returned home. Then applied for my postgraduate diploma in Uniport, which I successfully completed before I took up this admission for mathematics. So when I now took it up, I have to resign my work in the state government to face the schooling. But upon facing the schooling, I found that everything they are teaching me, they are more similar to the things I have encountered before. So it cannot occupy my time. I thought of a business to do. That is how I came into shoe business.
Wow.
Then I can't forget, I have 27,000 naira in my hand then, which I used to go and buy slippers and pour on the ground. The video are still reserved, which I'm supposed to play for the public to see. God, that by the way, that. So at the end of the day, the business started catching lights. Before we could know it, I'm not forgetting 13th of December 2020, I picked interest to learn how to manufacture shoes. And I don't have Oga, that's the truth about it. Nobody taught me. But by inspiration, I was inspired to start doing what I'm doing. From there, Bigman Shoes was vetted. Wow. So from that time till now, we have trained more than 9 graduates of shoemaking that are scattered all over the federation.
That are doing well.
Doing greatly well. Currently now, I have Chooks as a senior apprentice. I have a girl in veterinary medicine department of Michael Ora University by name Blessing, an apprentice here. We also have Divine, a student of marketing in the same Michael Ora University, an apprentice here also. We also have Flourish, who just graduated last year. Although she's still coming around time to time. We also have Joy, who also graduated at Inokigwe. And many of them, people are still coming to apply to learn how to make the same shoes. So, but we are not only specialized in one product, no. We work from canvas, rubber palms, male palms, female slippers, cover shoes, high heel shoes, and all the rest of them, provided the post the leg wears. Now, some time ago, they partnered with me, where they do bone breaking treatments. So I should be producing shoes for everybody whose leg is broken, because the type of shoes they wear is different from the one that normal leg like you and I like this wear. So we are still on the deal till now. Whenever they get them, they'll still come here, we'll measure them and do their work. So that's how Bigman shoes, that's the short of it.
Then out of all the whole skill, why did you choose shoe business and why did you start a business?
Okay, it appears that to some extent, I can't joke with my passion and desire. I value creativity so much. I like combining land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship to get a product made. And one of my avowed area of interest is in shoes. I feel joy when I see people call me from Lagos, even extending to other part of the world, asking for a particular product. They will post on WhatsApp, and when I make it, they will wear it and get back to me that they found joy. It's good. It's working. It's serving. It's helping them. So it's pouring my zeal to do more in this aspect, even though I have a mindset of going on into other productions. But for now, shoe business is just my avowed area of interest.
What are the challenges that you face in this business and how do you tackle them?
The challenges are quite enormous and they are mainly man-made. Nigerians are fond of not appreciating what belongs to them. Most of them, before they patronize you, they want to ask you whether it's foreign or locally made. And by the time you tell them it's locally made, they will assume it's not strong. They will ask you why not Italian products, why not from Dubai, from China. But
not appreciating their country.
Yeah, they don't appreciate their products. I don't blame them because the government did not give them a trustworthy hand. So they want to narrow it down to the individuals that constitute the country themselves. But of necessity, you find out that our made in Nigerian products are too good. But the problem we had is that we haven't given attention to using them. I quite understood this, that foreign shoes have no second hand, it doesn't have second class value. You can investigate, make a research, you see what I'm saying. But the locally made products, if you have used them 2-3 years and you found the place worn out, they can be replaced. Yes, they can be replaced. At least I have 1 or 2, 3 of them now that their owners found so interesting. But the problem remains our people don't like locally made products. But how to surmount their challenge is this: you prove them wrong. Prove them wrong by delivering faster. Prove them wrong by increasing value of what they think is not worthy of being used. Prove them wrong by making it less expensive and at the same time higher quality. Prove them wrong by letting them know that every foreign material that is used for making shoes can be obtained here in Nigeria and be used for local production. And by the time they see all this, your own case will be different as it is here in Bigman Shoe. So when we started newly, let me tell you the truth of necessity. You must face ridicule, you must face shame, you must face cajoling. A lot of things are involved. My fellow students then in year 1, when they pass and see my little beginning, they will be, what is this guy doing here? You will see your time. But fortunately today, they patronize me most. Because that thing they called nothing, almost all of them have seen it become big thing. So, and not only that, even me, the privileged founder and director by the grace of God, little have I ever known that people will take succor from that little thing that began with 27,000. Because that was the initial starting capital. Today now, we found our students coming to pay. We make large productions. They will go and sell to their fellow students. They will go and sell to various markets, make money from there, pay their school fees, buy their textbooks, and they are graduating successfully, leaving school, doing greater exploits. Not only that, we also found that people that cannot afford the millions of naira worth shoes import foreign products. They come here and get it minimum 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, and what that foreign material will give them, they still obtain the same externality, or let me call it value. So things like that are well obtainable. So the bottom line is to escape their challenges. Make sure that you give them a stronger product than what foreign have to offer. Make sure it's cheaper, so that by the time you make your own 10,000 and foreign is 10,000, it may be stronger than foreign, but they will say it's already made. The product can buy that one. But if you come and see your product is far looking like that of foreign, but at the end of the whole things is still cheaper. And they try it, not only is it cheaper, it gave them the same value, they'll be coming and coming for more. So that's one of the easiest way of surmounting the challenges. And then when you go to the market, don't too economize. Make sure you get a good product, get the right things. For the production, get the right things. And by the time you use it all, you found joy. Your customers not only will they be happy, you too, as a producer, will be happy. So that's the bottom line of making it work. It should be cheaper. It should be with affordable materials. It should also be less expensive. And it should also add value to their life. And on the other way around, there are sometimes we see so good shoes made from Gucci, Versace, all these expensive companies. We also add value to them. We get them, if their weakness is their leather, we can imbibe their soul and get a better leather than the one they use for their production and use it. You find that the people that bought exactly the same leather that Versace offered and the people that bought from us here, theirs will be there when the ones gotten from foreign company will expire and spoil. So we will not only create new ones, at times we lay hand on what Nike made, what Versace made, Gucci and all of them. We add value. That's the way we roll, and it's still cheaper. And at the end, our people, considering the hard economy and everything, they shouldn't go barefooted. So that is service.
Then why do you think that most people offer value for a product like all this Nike, Gucci, Versace, than most of the Nigerian makes?
Yes!
In a sense that they can purchase a Gucci shoe like $1,000. But if you tell them $50 for a Nigerian made shoe, they will start agreeing, or maybe, and they will start saying that it doesn't have quality, something like that.
I suggest you don't blame them anyway. Most of them tried local products, but the people that manufacture those products are not well enlightened to understand that service supersedes interest. So everybody looks for opportunities to grab. So they go to market and buy the lowest quality. And they say it's about the corrupted about, for God's sake. You don't go to market and say you want to buy papers with 500 naira. Think of what 500 can give to anybody now. That didn't feed the child of 1 year. So for the people in about to be safer also, they tend to look for something that will fall within 350 so that they can sell it 500 naira. Of course, by the time you put your leg, if you don't show it, it will disappoint you immediately. So now, but by the time that you get like 5,000 and buy the foreign shoe, they can wear it like 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and it's still there for them. So this initial mentality took over their sense of value. But thank God for the upcoming generation of industrialists. We are fast putting corrections to all these things. Another factor worthy of note is, do you see there's this challenge? I have quite tested some product coming from abroad. Before they will reach here, they are expired. Custom will seize them. No, apart from their production, before the Nigerian importers will go and carry them, they have stayed more than 1 year in Italy, in Dubai, in Japan, and wheresoever they are produced. And then while they are on the way coming here, you find out that in the ship or wherever, they must have seized them. Custom must have tagged them contrabands and whatever, and seized them. They will be there 2 years. Their gums have expired. Their leathers have expired. Nigerians will go and carry it and retag it, give it a new brand made by them, because it have appeared so cheaper by them. Then when you now carry it with this new brand and return home, anybody you sell it to on the ground of made in Nigeria, because that is what is called as at that point in time, find out that 2 days is worn out. So that sense of Nigerian product is never original have circulated so much that we can hardly amend it any longer. But truth be told, the strength, the energy, the way we go about our own things, I think I prefer it. It's far better. I've watched my colleague Didi Nike in Abuja. I've touched his shoes. I've tested them. I found something so interesting in it. I also have a friend of mine now that works in Onwimo, close to Imo State, the boundary of Abia State and Imo State, by the name Chidera. I'll touch his shoes. Likewise, the way he touches my own when they are also made. So a comparison of the whole of these things boils down to one thing. Now, let me state the obvious truth that what you buy $1,000 as a shoe made from foreign, if you come back to Nigeria and buy it with 30,000, you enjoy more value than that one made there. It's obvious truth I'm stating. I'm not doing it to favor made in Nigerian product. Another factor is this. Why the value foreign is because there is always this subsidy paid by their producers. The government has a way of making things very good and cheaper for them. Can you imagine me? There's a machine I opted for which will help me in production here. It took me 26 million naira. But when I looked at the system of the whites, I found out that the total cost of that machine here is 5 million. Reason being that the government has paid a lot of subsidy for this young and upcoming industrialists. But here it's not so. We are all neglected. If you go to a bar and see what is happening there, brother, marvel. If these things were to be happening in some places in part of the world, you find out that they've taken over the industrial revolution that we long yearned for. But here, nobody cares. The governors, they are after the political system, their next election, and the rest of them. They barely pay attention to the need of the electorate, the masses. Also, they put you as they don't have any option than to fly. It's not even affecting the industrial sector only. What about our medical system? When they are sick, they go abroad because they think nothing can be offered to them here. Our graduate of nursing and medical sciences, our good industrialists, the foreign people have seized them because of the way the government have put levity in everything around us here. So it's not paying. That's the challenge we have. But I must tell you confidentially, when a Nigerian man means to bring out a local shoe, you can't compare it with what of this.
Yes, sir. How do you source your materials for this work?
Okay, they are mainly from within us here. That's why we call it locally made shoes. We quite have companies in Nigeria that make leather, Nora, and every other thing we can think of we need. So I like patronizing them also because I have found their materials fascinating. In Aba, we have a place called the Change the Market where the sales are mainly domiciled. We go there to buy. For instance, this landing is quite original than the foreign landing. It's made in Nigeria here.
Wow.
Yes. We also have this. It's a mirror face leather. It's also gotten from Aba. It's a sample.
Wow.
Yes. It's called Lass. It's handmade also from Aba.
Yeah.
We also have the rubber one.
This one is wooden.
Yes, it's wooden. But if I tell you, since 2017 till now, it has been so active. But the rubber one can even break. The one called foreign.
Yeah.
If it bounces on the floor, it can break. But this one now, we've heated it with hammer. You can see the under. Yet, no effects. So, it's more original. I like getting the Nigerian made products. I get them in Aba, in Onitsha, in Lagos, Kano. They are all there to buy. So that's how we normally get our materials.
Okay.
Now, most of the fancy you see here, look at this shoe now. If you were to sample it as foreign, the real cost price
And
for
this
it
one is Zara.
the real price for it now is 29,000.
Okay.
But by locally sourcing the material, I will not be tempted to tell you how much it is so that you not send your boyfriend and buy everything at a cheaper cost. Yes. So you can see this fancy you are seeing here, we didn't buy them. We did them with our hand.
Yeah.
In this workshop.
Yeah.
Not elsewhere. So, but everything here is locally
made.
Yes.
Just creativity.
Yes, it's creativity. That's the only thing. It's creativity. So our products, our materials comes within.
Okay, so let's say that someone after watching this video want to partner with you. Are you open for partnership?
100% open. If more than 100% open. We have about 59 partners now currently. Yes. Across border everywhere.
Yeah.
Where we welcome them. The last partner we registered is in Port Harcourt by name Obinna Shoes. So he's partnering with us. And he doesn't take anything. Yeah. It's quite cheap. affordable. Cooperate with us, the product will be coming on regular basis. So many people also invested, and they are welcome. We are not even talking about external people only. If we didn't where we are here now in this environment, I said before now that most students are training themselves from the proceed of here, arising from partnership. So we give them product, they take to Orioba, they take to Gates, Ishi Gates, the one you commonly know. They take to Ndori market and other relevant market and sell, make their money. We partner with people. So, and it doesn't cost anything. It's quite cheaper, it's quite safe. You are well recognized. It's not a selfish business. We even meant to have it work for people and people work for you. And so we earn a living together considering the economy of the country. Yes, so we make people rich, they also make us rich. Partnership is highly.
How profitable do you think that this business is? If you had to say.
Of necessity, no man goes into a business that is not profitable.
Yeah.
Especially staying in such a business for years. Like I said, I began 10th of October 2017. So from that time till now, you can quite calculate how many years. If it weren't profitable, how can 27,000 grow to what we have here? We even bought this shop. All from the same 27,000. Me talking with you now, I have a wife with 3 children. All doing well in their various schools. Yeah. Yes. And like I told you, oftentimes, the people that are being trained here, we close work, they're even paid. We don't let them go like that. Even though they are apprentices and they are workers, we give them stipends. Most of the times, we buy food, wash here together. I'm not poor. That's the truth about it. And the bank account is speaking. Yeah. All from this creativity. I'm not poor. That's the truth about it. So currently now, okay, if it weren't profitable, we are thinking of extending to another state. Currently, the move is seriously ongoing. It still proceeds from here. So nobody does that is me. Now we say you can never be hungry. Yes, it's quite a business. When you do, if you sell out one, even though you are not sure of feeding the family, you are sure of at least fending for yourself. Then when you now sell to, can you compare other people and feed them? But it's quite a lucrative business. It pays. It's really very good. It's profitable. It's gainful. It also gives you your time as a boss, as an entrepreneur, as a salesman. You can't be not controlled by anybody. As I speak to you now, even when school closed up, I know how many people I was sending money to. My boys can quite bear witness about that. And all came from here. Okay, you know how school environment is that when school closes, everywhere is boring. But looking at the whole of this place, does it look like we ate all we have because school closed? Things are still happening. It's quite a profitable business, I'm telling you. Why you can get any height with it. Can I tell you the truth? If it weren't profitable, Nike was as at the last rating of American billionaires. He was rated the 59 world billionaire, not American only. He does shoe business. Can you think of Zara? Can you think of Versace? Gucci? If it weren't profitable, they wouldn't be heard all over the world. So we too, we are coming up. But it's quite a profitable business. That's the general conclusion.
Do you take new students now? Let's just assume that some students will not be able to come around. Can you train some people online?
Okay, yes. Although, you know, I really preferred
physical things.
Yes, practical work. You know, the online work, they will see me work, but they may not be able to do it. But of recent, the call is becoming so compelling to start online training. And we have made a name for it. We are calling it a Green Bigman Shoe Online Training Program. So shortly it will be on air. But the truth is, I would have admonished people, the people that intend to be trained to make shoes, to come closer. We have trained people here 3 months, they graduate and go. 6 months, they graduate and go. The secret is what? Why I and my senior apprentice, while we lay hand on the shoe, we are doing it. The trainees will hold something. Anything we do, they do. Before you know it, at the end of that particular work, they have gotten mastery. And their mastery of that particular work can even extend to other techniques.
Depending on their own creativity.
Yes. And I trust God. God is our master teacher here. He is quite great. He's quite great. I have had people that spend 6 months you see their shoe or every part of the world is something else. Some spend 8 months, you see their shoe, every part of the world is something else. So it's never a jamboree. With online training will soon be something on ground. That is the truth about it.
So what is the advice you would like to give to our young people
Good.
that are thinking that maybe there's no money in all these games, jumping up and down, that are just looking for one or two to just make money? What do you have to say?
One of the hittest advice I will give to our youths coming up is get rich slowly. Get rich slowly. This new idea of button and whatever cannot help anybody. Even if you're a Christian, you agree with me. The Bible says, wealth gotten in a haste will vanish, will vanish, will vanish. Oh, I've lived to see many of them get mad because of quick rich syndrome. But the people that gathered by labor are still moving up. So anybody thinking that all these enterprises are not rich should better have a rethink. That's even where wealth can be made. That's even where wealth. I have had people that sells boutique that just go and buy to sell. When they meet me here doing my work, they even prefer to do the one I'm doing. You know, the joy in creativity alone makes rich. The joy in creativity makes rich. So I want to tell anybody that is hoping to become an enterprise, please start from somewhere, you get somewhere. You start from somewhere, you get somewhere. All you need is prudent investments. Invest prudently, save wisely, and make sure you don't lose money. That's another area. People are afraid of maybe it will not work. It will not work. This mentality of bedeviled and buckled people high sterilized in careless abandon and devil may care attitude for wealth. And it have not worked. Better try. Let it be that you try something. Try something. Try something. Live for something. And I will also advise every youth, everybody should know something about everything. But know everything about something.
Yeah.
Yes. Know something about everything. But know everything about something. So live for something. And whatever you are living for, make sure you are proud of it. Don't live for what you cannot be proud of. You can hardly see a youth that does Yahoo who will come out and you ask the person, what do you do? Say, I'm a Yahoo. That's my occupation. Nobody can say that. But I can comfortably hit my chest and say, I'm a shoe. That's it. So you should learn to live for something. Creativity is very, very good. So we should go into it. After all, China that Nigeria is borrowing from, everybody going to China to buy. They did not overnight came up. I watched their little children in nursery, primary school create things, and when they are done creating it, they will shoot them back to Nigeria. We will buy them. All the toy handsets, I think the students even manufacture them in China. And while we are here, they are billing us. They didn't get there overnight. They started from somewhere. Yes, I can assure you. My boy now is 7 years. He comes here, he attempts everything about you.
Wow.
Yes, he picks up hammer, even though according to his own little knowledge, can come now and pick this, put it here, and tell you that they are making a hymn. And I'm believing that one day, it will really stand. Yes. So we should learn to train them, teach them. Let us who have started following that path. Well, they saw me doing it, and they go in doing it. So our parents should also wake up to their responsibility by making sure that, education. Let me point out this thing, sir. It's been eating me up. School did well in just giving us theoretical knowledge of life. And then they will promise us to make first class and people will employ us. Yeah. But they never told us to learn to graduate and employ people. That's where they have their lapses, I'm telling you now. Yeah. So in such system, everything is porous. I want to be a part of people that will see Nigeria grow to a point where they will tell people to graduate and employ others, not graduate to be employed. Yeah. It's not a good slogan. Yes, that's the mentality here. Make your first class. And you see the person that made first class have nothing to offer with his finger. Yeah. Apart from talking. Yeah. Talking what? We live in an era where we need to be seeing things, not ordinary mouth talk. See here, see here, like that Nigeria, borrowing. If Japan having nothing producing, can you borrow from them? China is not producing, can you borrow from them? They are borrowing their assets because they have sold and enriched their pockets. The remaining one we can then go to them and borrow. So school should do more to teach us skill.
If you are being inspired by this video, kindly like this video, subscribe and toggle on all notifications so that you'll be able to receive this kind of updates once the video drop on this channel. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.